how long have you been a Young Life leader?
Probably since last September, I think. Yeah, it feels longer.
That's fresh, yeah.
It feels longer.
Cool. Okay, so first question is, what does it mean to be a Young Life leader in your own words?
It means to be a Young Life leader, what to me, it's to be a part directly with the kids and their growth and development, really. That's what it means to me. As people and ultimately in their faith. It's an absolute privilege to be a part of that, and I strongly believe that everyone that's part of Young Life, every leader, every committee member is specially selected by God with all their skills, their knowledge, their experiences and stories, most importantly, and are placed in our team to be able to reach out to the kids at the right time and to, I guess they're the right people for the right time. That's what I believe. And being a Young Life leader, just as the same as being a Christian, it's about setting an example. So as leaders, I noticed it when I first went along to club. The leaders are so kind, so loving, so non-judgmental. There's no judgment, and I believe it's creating that environment when the kids come along to club. Just to set an example. That's what it means to me.
Why did you decide to become a Young Life leader?
At first, it was through encouragement, I think, at first, because I didn't know how to become a Young Life leader, didn't know whether I could be a Young Life leader, but it was through encouragement of friends who are also on Young Life staff, and when I went off to my camps last year and the year before and worked on summer staff, I just learned more about what being a leader was all about, really, and how important that role is in building relationships with kids and introducing them to God. It's just so fun, and it's so genuine, and it's just, see if I have any more notes on it, but it's, especially for me, and I guess for Scott also, growing up through Young Life, we know what it's like, and we know how important it is, not having been through it firsthand. And again, same as Scott, I wasn't a Christian when I started, and here I am now, and it's just great. I wanted to share my own experience, and try to do the same.
Lovely, thank you. What is the most important way you see Young Life working in the lives of kids?
I think the first most important thing I see is relationships. It's not rare, but it's amazing to see on a Thursday night the kids coming along, communicating, talking. The first thing you hear on a Thursday night is, before they come into club, it's just this big raucous, loud, laughing, like chatting, catching up with each other, and it's just such a great, relaxed place for that. And again, setting an example as a Christian is setting that scene up, and as leaders showing kindness and love and showing that that's a great way to be. And I feel like our young people that are coming along have really picked up on that, and that's how they treat each other, and it's fantastic. There's no judgmentalness, and there's no picking. It's just such a relaxed and loving environment. And also obviously introducing them to God in such a relaxed manner, not forcing them into it, but gradually showing them as leaders what it means, really, and guiding them every step of the way.
What is the hardest thing about being a Young Life leader, and what motivates you during those hard days?
I quite like. No, it's difficult trying to find an answer to that, because there's not many difficult days in terms of being a leader, just because I love a challenge, and when there's things that push your boundaries, or my boundaries, it's great, because you just learn so much. For example, Bill asked me not long ago if I would do a little skit, which is sort of a little demonstration at the front, where Bill and I basically have to cover each other in shaving cream, basically from top to bottom. I wasn't entirely looking forward to that. I was a bit weary of it, but I was so glad that I did it, because it pushed my boundaries and pushed me out of my comfort zone, I think, and so glad I did that. But I think the hardest thing about being a Young Life leader is probably probably tiredness after a long day. It's just an inevitable thing, a natural thing after a long day of work or something. Going into a high energy, active evening, craziness isn't always easy, but we always find a way around it, and my way around it is just praying and getting energy from God. He always provides us at club, whatever our needs are, and yeah, it always brings us through.
Last question for you is, why do we need Young Life in this specific community, and how is it valuable to the church?
I think, just repeating, I guess, what I've said about the kindness and the love that's at club, I see it spewing out all over the place. When the kids go out, they share it with their friends. When us as leaders go out, we share it with those around us. We're just sharing this Christian lifestyle, I suppose. Christian or not are the young people that come, but it's just the good news is being shared out there, and that's why I see it as important. For the church, it's definitely, for me, so important because it's the next generation, I believe. It's bringing people to Christ that don't yet know them or have heard about him and not sure who he is, and it's important because they may not otherwise hear about him. It might be, that's just fact. If I found Young Life, I didn't find Young Life, I'm not sure how long it would have taken me to find God, just because where I was and where I am really. It was so many little events. It was basically a Young Life kid asking me along, and I went along and found out. But if I'd never been invited, that's the thing. So yeah, it's a big trail of events, but Young Life's definitely a catalyst for a lot of it.
Thanks for sharing, Eddie.